Right, so it is day 13, the 27th of October. No, day 14, sorry, it's day 14. Yeah, today was the first day that I was able to get my head down because my dad had gone, my friend had gone, so I was here but on my own again. Here in Portugal, if you didn't hear me following the series, I'm living in Portugal for a month and started this series and I'm going to keep it going until I get to the goal. But yeah, there's been various obstacles in the way. I've had people here staying with me. It's been very hard to do these videos properly. That's why if you go up my channel, you're going to see all of these like little almost skit videos, which are like 3 minutes long in comparison to these ones, which are much longer. You'll also notice that this, if you've been watching the previous ones, hopefully this video quality is much better because I've optimized the settings. So it should be 1080p by 60 FPS, I hope. But yeah, so today I was able to get my head down. I woke up far too late than I would have liked, but then again I went to bed quite late, so evens that out. But that was down to my problem. That was down to my fault. But I've felt an insane improvement in my productivity today because I've been so focused on my goal that I haven't actually had the time to actually go and procrastinate on social media. I've just been go. So I haven't actually been on social media like much today, purely because I've been working on my goal, which is good. I haven't actually even thought about it. Whereas if you're not actually doing anything and you've got to fill a gap, the easiest way to fill that gap is through social media, right? So, yeah, that's what I've kind of been doing today. We've just been working. I went to a coffee shop for like 4 hours, simply just to fulfill the to-do list that I had for myself today. We also had a big team meeting as well, which is good. While I was doing that, so yeah, I outreached to 50 influencers today. I had to find 50 influencers, and then I had to DM 50 influencers, and I had to send out the messages, the videos, which are a minute long to each influencer, which took ages because the connection in the coffee shop was awful. I couldn't even join the call on my computer. It was that bad. So they took a while to send, but once I got them all sorted, that was fine. So that was one thing. And now you're probably thinking, how is this guy going to get to 10K a month if he's just sending 50 DMs a day? This is where I found the best hack ever, to which I was able to get leads. And I'm probably, by Monday, so you send out, the best way of outreaching, if you're outreaching business to business, so B2B, is on a weekday, so Monday to Friday, because that's when everyone works. Obviously, some people work on weekends, but on the majority, most people will message on the weekends, right? So, yeah, messaging them next week, come Monday, and by Monday, I'm probably going to have about 500 to 600 leads to message on Monday. So, yeah, I've got about 150 today if I keep going at this rate, because I found this out this evening, probably about 5 p.m, and it's now 11:15. So, yeah, I've got 150 leads. But if I get my head down, I'll be able to get 600 leads by Monday, definitely. So keep you updated on that. So that'll be good. If you don't know what a lead is, by the way, it is a prospect. It is a potential company that would work well with the product you are offering, or the product that you offer, to which you then outreach and try and pitch them the product that you offer and how it would help their business grow and make more money, basically. So that is what a lead is. So it's just a load of email addresses that would work that work for specific companies. So yeah, I've got so many of them. I'm going to have a lot more come Monday. Tomorrow, I will be recording a video of VSL, which is a video sales letter, to send to the brands, because I did one previously, but yeah, it was all right. It was all right. My talking was good, but my facial expressions, because you do them in little segments by like sentence by sentence, they weren't consistent to any regard. They were literally like, one, I'd be like this, I'd be like, yeah, buy this product. And then the next one I'd be like, and this is why you should do that, because this. And it was inconsistent. So I have to do it properly. So it's consistent, right? Because otherwise it would just look weird. They'd be like, why is this guy going in the video? So yeah, I'm re-recording that tomorrow. I'm also going to re-record a YouTube video tomorrow as well. Yeah, that's going to get edited. That's a proper one. That's not one of these. It's a proper YouTube video, which I've already got one edited, but the thumbnail designer, it's taken like 2 months to edit a fucking thumbnail for me. which he's kept saying he's going to do it and he hasn't done it, so I'll have it at some point. And then he's going to do the thumbnail for the new one as well, so that should be cool. So yeah, that's what I'm doing tomorrow. It's just going to be leads and recording that, so everything's fine on the back end. I think the emails are optimized so I can send those out as soon as we have the VSL edited, so that's fine. Today we also released a product, so released a new service that we're offering, which is translating big YouTube channels to to different languages. So say Mr. Beast, you have Mr. Beast channel, and then you can do Mr. Beast Spanish, so you appeal to the Spanish audience, which works best with just any channel which Spanish people or people that speak Spanish would have an interest in. So we released that. We released the video on Twitter. I didn't post it. I posted it for someone else because he's the one doing the outreach. Well, I'm doing the outreach on his account, but it's better if he does the outreach on his account. So we're doing it on there, if that makes sense. We posted that on Twitter. If you want to go and check out what that is, you can go on my Linktree. Well, you can go on my Twitter in the description and find it there because it's on there. And I retweeted it. I'm going to post it on my own in a few days. Just let his marinate for a bit and then I'll post it. But yeah, that's what we've been up to. That got posted today. I've done a lot more today. I feel somewhat fulfilled. This is what I was kind of talking about the last few videos. It's like when you get a lot of work done in a day, you feel fulfilled. Like if I can consistently get, let's say, 200 leads a day, which is what I've done today. I've literally got 200 leads today. And I'm contacting 200 leads every day. I'm not going to sit here and do the maths, but every 10 days, that's 2,000 leads every 10 days. So 2,000 leads. If you're contacting 2,000 leads, you're going to get replies, you're going to get calls, and then you're going to get closes, and then you're going to get money. It's as simple as that. It's just a format. Stuff keeps coming up on my laptop. So that's basically what's happened today. It's been good. It has been good. I've got to say, I do need a haircut. If you noticed from one of my videos the other day, I needed a shave, and I did in fact shave, so that's good. But I might have to go to a Portuguese barber's at some point and just get if I can get the sides trimmed a bit, get it sorted out a bit, and then sort the front out. I think we should be good, but no one cares about my hair. We're talking about business here, so today's been productive. I mean, honestly, I think the hardest part about entrepreneurship, right, quote unquote entrepreneurship, is getting over the wall of resistance, the wall of procrastination. Because when you're actually working on a task, no matter what it is, whether it be finding leads or contacting people or whatever it is, you kind of just enter a flow state, which you don't know what a flow state is. It's basically when you're so engrossed in what you're doing that you just forget about everything else, and you just kind of just focus in on that one thing. So, for example, if you're playing tennis, which is what I play, when you're in a tennis point, all you're focusing on is that tennis point. You're not thinking about how much money you're going to make, or you're not thinking about how you're going to pay your rent at the end of the month kind of thing, you know? You're thinking purely on that tennis point. You're not thinking about anything else because you're in the flow state. That's all you're thinking about. That's what you're focused on. So, and it applies to football. It applies to any other sport you've played. I'd kind of hope the people watching these videos have played a sport at some point in their life. Because if you haven't, then, you need to get outside and touch some grass, pal. So, But, I entered flow state, and it's like, once you start working, you enjoy it so much more. It's just the thing you're doing is it's not boring, you know? It's just a task, and you've got music on, and you're just focusing on, right, this is the next one, this is the next one, this is the next lead, this is the next lead, got that. And you get to a point where you're that engrossed in it that you don't want to stop doing it. You're like, okay, right, I'm gonna get to 30, then I'll stop. Because if you think about it in advance, before you start the task, you're like, right, now I can't be asked doing this shit. I'll probably do 5, or I don't even want to do 5. I don't even want to do 1, because you make it out as this massive thing in your head. It's like, this is fucking boring. I don't want to do this. But then once you start doing it, it's like, oh, okay, this isn't actually that bad. I'm gonna stop doing this when I get to 30. So you just keep going and you get to 30. And then you get to 30, it's like, fuck it, this isn't that bad. I'll do 40. So once you start doing it, it's not actually that bad. It's just getting over that initial wall of starting to do the task that you know you've got to do, right? So, there's a quote that I said in one of my videos before. It's by Stephen Pressfield in a book I read called The War of Art, and he says, the more important a task is, or a task or a thing is to your soul's evolution, so like your evolution as a person or how you level up in life and that kind of stuff, the more resistance you will feel around doing it. So the more important something is for you to level up, the harder it's going to be for you to actually go and do it. So let's say you want to, your dream, your passion is to be a blog writer, right? You're going to find a lot of resistance going and writing that blog. Maybe not your passion because you'd enjoy that, but the things that mean the most to you as you're leveling up, the things that are most important to you as a person, are the things that you're going to feel the most resistance, the most procrastination about starting. You know, like when you're doing your exams, the only thing you've got going about you that you've got going for you that you're worrying about is your exams, right? So the hardest thing for you to go and do is revise for those exams because it's important and you know it's important, but you also feel like, oh, this is boring, I don't want to do it, whatever, I don't want to do it, but it's obviously important at that stage in your life. And that's your main goal, but you'd much rather sit there and play video games, or you'd much rather sit there and go out with your friends, right? It comes with the age of doing your exams. Obviously, you're young, you're somewhat naive, you're gonna think like that. But that is the main thing in life, and you're gonna at that point, and you're gonna feel the most resistance around doing that task. So just understand that once you actually start doing the task that you've built up in your head as being hard to do, once you actually start doing it, you realize actually this task isn't even that bad, you know? It's not even bad. It's just like a task, and I built it up to be this fucking horrible thing in my head, but actually it's not that bad. I'm enjoying this. I can actually say I'm enjoying this. So it's just getting over that wall of resistance and understanding that the reason that wall of resistance, that wall of procrastination is there is because it is so important for you to get to where you want to be. So just realize that and start on those things, because you'll realize, as I say, it's not as bad as you think it is. And how do I say this? If you want to level up, right? This is the same principle. If you want to level up, if you want to get to where you want to get to, if you want to get to a goal, right? You need to force yourself to do the hard things, because if you can force yourself to do the hard things, the things that you think are like, yeah, this is fucking hard, I can't be arsed doing this. If you can do them, you're going to level up so much more than just doing the easy fucking stuff. Like the easy stuff. It's like this is the best example I've had of this. I said this to my friend a while back. When you're in class, back at school, and you're writing notes to do, let's say, revision. You're having your revision classes before you do your end of year exams or something, right? You do the easy part, which you still kind of think is productive, but the easy part being doing the title of the fucking page and making the title of the page the most sexy title of all time, to which your lesson's an hour long and you've spent half an hour of your revision lesson just making the title look pretty because it's easy. And you'd much rather do the easy task, even though you think it's kind of productive, even though you know it's not productive, but you think it's productive because it's still a part of that task. You make the title got like butterflies and this is more applies to girls, but like still guys made the thing look just whatever. It just made it look special, right? You just do the easy thing. You still think you're being productive, but you're not. And you spend your time doing the easy shit. It's like, if I put it into entrepreneur or business side of things, it's perfecting an email to perfecting your copywriting or perfecting your email copywriting down to a T, and just making sure, no, actually this bit could be a bit better, this bit could be a bit better, or yeah, my website could be a bit better, or my logo could be a bit better, or maybe my name's not good enough, or tampering along with these little fucking stupid things that aren't important in hindsight, because they're much easier to do than actually doing the hard thing, which is outreaching to people, right? Or uploading to social media, or starting outreach, or starting uploading, or whatever it may be. It's so much easier to just stay in a little comfort zone and do the easy fucking things that you think are productive, but they're just wasting time, right? Because you're gonna sort them out sometime down the line, right? So yeah, there's so many examples of this, but it's also when you're reading books. I read books a lot. Like I think I've read like 100 books since I was like 16 or 17. But on like self-help, business, money, whatever it may be, negotiations, sales, whatever. And yes, it's good to read books. You get a lot of information from books. You get information from people's whole livelihood, their whole life, from age 0 to the day they die, or whenever they write the book, where they're like age 50, 60, 70 and they're wise, right? You get all of that information that they've learned in their life in that book. So yes, reading the book is productive. But if all you do is read books, I've said this in a video before, if all you do is read books, then you're just going to be reading books. But nothing's going to come from reading books. Yes, you're going to get all this knowledge, but if you're just reading books, what's the point of reading the books if you don't put the knowledge that you gain from the books into practice? It's just backwards. It's just mental masturbation. You feel like you're being productive, and yes, you are, to be honest, you are being productive, but only if you put that knowledge that you gain into practice. But people would much rather sit in their comfort zone doing the stuff that they think is productive, like reading books, like perfecting their emails, perfecting their logos, perfecting their websites down to a T, than actually doing the thing that's actually going to make them grow, which is the outreach. They do everything to avoid that. They do everything to avoid the outreach. They do everything to avoid the thing that's going to make them the most money. I don't know why that is, but it's because, well, I do know why it is. It's because it is the most important task to your soul's evolution, to which you therefore feel the most resistance around doing that task. Simple as that. So I just put it like that. If you can just realize, okay, I'm avoiding this. It's clearly important. I need to do it. If you can just realize what those things are, then you're just going to fucking grow. You're going to grow. And then we've had this problem in our company the last few years. We've been trying to perfect everything on the back end. Well, this could be better, this could be better. But what we found in the last few months is we've just started doing stuff, and then we've realized the issues as we've gone on, and then we've fixed them when they come up. Which, in hindsight, yes, it might cause some issues, and it could have been perfected prior, but if we'd waited 6 months trying to perfect these issues, we probably wouldn't have even perfected them, because they wouldn't have even come up anyway. And then we still wouldn't have done anything for 6 months, even though we might have made our website a bit better. We wouldn't have done anything for 6 months. So just fucking start, and then you can learn as you go, rather than just learning and be like, nah, I could learn a bit more, then starting. I think I've just gone over the same point for about 10 minutes straight. I think you get the idea. So I put just in conclusion, if you're writing an English essay, to evaluate, in conclusion, just look at the tasks that you're not doing and you're scared to do, and they're the ones that you need to be doing. Fuck all the other ones. Just nail down on the 20% of things that are most important. It's the 80-20 principle. 20% of the things you do brings 80% of the outcome. So 80% of the money comes from 20% of the things that you could be doing. So realize what those 20% of things are, whether that be outreach or posting on social media or whatever it may be, and focus on them, and then you're going to get 80% of your results, rather than focusing on the other shit that isn't important. I think I'm done. I don't need to explain this anymore. It is easy to understand. And I think I've explained it as best as I can. So, yeah, that's what I've just been getting my head down on the 20% of stuff. So, yeah, I've just been doing outreach, just been doing the stuff that actually brings in the money. So today, I'm going to be doing the same tomorrow. It's a Saturday. Doesn't matter. Again, I'm going, my mum's coming in a week's time to Portugal to see me, and then I'm kind of doing a little trip around Europe after that. So it's not going to be easy to be productive then. So I can take the time off then, but work now. So even though it's a weekend, it doesn't matter. Just get my head down and do the things that I know I need to do. And yeah, I mean, if I wasn't working, if I am working in those days, I'm just going to be getting leads, and I'm going to be taking calls most of the time. So rather than doing that then, I get more leads now, which then allows me to have that time off. And although I'm going to get frowned upon by my colleagues, that's fine. I'll say it again. You don't get these moments back much in your life. It's not like I'm going to be traveling Europe every single day for the rest of my life, you know? So you got to enjoy it while it's here, and then move on. Anyway, I've said this so many times. If you want to learn more, watch my previous video. Yesterday's video is probably the most insightful video I've done so far. I literally had a bullet point list of stuff that I wanted to talk about. So if you want to watch that, that kind of goes over everything. But right now, yeah, I've been productive today. My main problem is not getting up early and sleeping. I wouldn't say sleeping in. I still only got 8 hours sleep because I went to bed late, but I could have been much more productive. And I know it's easy to kick myself in the back and be like, yeah, you could have done this better, you could have done this better. But it's an improvement on yesterday, and that is the most important part. And if I can keep improving every single day, keep improving by 1%, you're going to improve by 365% each year, of course. So just keep improving every day, trying to eliminate the bad habits, create good ones, and you're just going to keep moving forward and forward and forward and forward. And not every day is going to be the most productive day that you've ever had in your life, and that's fine. But you can do the best job you can at it. So you've got to look back on your day in hindsight and just be like, okay, this is what I did well, this is what I could improve on, and then take those steps to improve on the things that you need to improve on. That's my tape for today. So that's what I need to do. Wake up. The thing is with waking up early, it's like, yeah, cool, wake up early. And I can vouch. If you wake up at 5 a.m. every day, you get so much done. I've done it in the past, and you actually get a lot of shit done. Because I don't know what it is, you just work well at that hour. If you can actually get at your desk and start working, you get a lot of stuff done, and you get a lot of stuff done before you would wake up normally. And with me being not unemployed, but not on a set schedule, I can wake up later, which, cool, but I still get the same amount of work done. And I work so much, I don't know about you guys, but I work so much better at night than I do at the day. Like when it gets to like 6 o'clock and it starts getting dark, I don't know what it is, but I just get my head down and I work so much better for some reason. I don't know why, but yeah, I just work like incredibly well when it gets to night time. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the fact that it's dark and my peripheral, the one focus is literally just my computer screen when I'm working. So I couldn't really tell you why. I'm not a scientist, but yeah, I just work like so much better at night. So yeah. Anyway, honestly, I think I've kind of covered everything, and 22 minutes is a pretty good time. So yeah, I try not to make all of my videos 55 minutes long like yesterday's video, but yeah, I don't think there's much more I need to say. Thank you for watching, and yeah, again, if you're not already subscribed to my newsletter, please do so in the description. That would be so appreciated. I've only got 8 subscribers right now, and it's like I just enjoy writing. It's not going to necessarily make me money, but it's something that I enjoy doing all my time. So because I feel like it provides value to those who do read it. So please feel free to subscribe to my newsletter. It's similar to this, but in text, and it's about one specific subject, just in very large depth. So read that if you get the chance. But yeah, just moving day by day, working on myself 1% every day, and yeah, maybe waking up. I don't know about waking up, man. It just depends what time I go to sleep. Whatever time I go to sleep, as long as I'm not being incredibly unproductive, like just scrolling on my phone. If I'm sat there using my time intentionally until 3 a.m, cool. And then I'll wake up 8 hours after 3 a.m. So I don't think it's necessarily unproductive, but yeah, I do feel a bit shit when I wake up late, but I think that's just the fact that society's made it normal to wake up early, which is fine, and that's normal anyway. It's just how humans have always lived, but I don't think you need a set schedule. You don't need to wake up early to be successful. And I know that sounds like an excuse. I would love to wake up at 5 a.m. every day, but I just don't think it's feasible. I don't think it's healthy if you're forcing it that much. But then again, it could be if you make it a habit. So I'm not against anything. I would wake up at 5 a.m. I would choose, if I could, I'd wake up at 5 a.m. every single day, but it's not as easy as that. But then again, that could be classed as an excuse. So I'll try it. At some point in this series, I will try 5 a.m. wake-ups and see how we go. But that's just my take initially on it now. And yeah, it's just all about time efficiency, using my time intentionally. This thing helps. I was working at a coffee shop for most of the time today, so I haven't actually used this much today. But when I do use it, that's going to beep. There you go. But yeah, it's helping. But I don't think there's much more I need to say, really. Just thank you for watching, and I'll be back. I'll be back tomorrow night. I feel like there's something else I need to say, but I don't think there really is. And if there is, I'll just cover it tomorrow. All right, cool. Cheers, boys. No point waffling for wasting another few minutes of your time. Thank you for watching. Also, one more thing. A guy sent me a DM on Instagram yesterday. Absolutely made my day. I couldn't appreciate it anymore. So, yeah, I'm gonna get up now. I'm not gonna read the DM, but I just want to say a personalized thank you if he's watching this. Hold on. 1 second. Wait. So yeah, he sent me a DM about how my series kind of lit a spark in him, which, I mean, it's not my intention of this series. It's more just to keep myself accountable and actually do something, and also just start posting, get in the habit of posting every day. But also, I talk to provide value to others as well, because I talk about my struggles, so people can maybe relate to me or learn a thing or two about what I've done to sort those struggles. So yeah, Jeremiah, bro. I don't actually know if his name's Jeremiah, but mate, if you're watching this, I seriously appreciate that message. That made my day. Like, thank you. But yeah, made me smile. Cheers, man. But thank you for watching. Been talking for too long. Cool. See you tomorrow night. Peace. Cheers. Thank you for watching.